Hi everyone, welcome to the Knitting Turnpike. Welcome to the Knitting Turnpike. My name is Gina Pike. I'm so happy that you're here today for another episode of What Are You Knitting? We are up to episode 26, and this is where I talk about what I am currently working on. And if you guys have shared some projects with me to share here with our family, I show those projects. And then I ask you guys to share with me down in the comments below what you're currently knitting or crocheting, because we all want to know what you guys are working on and how things are going for you and get inspiration from your projects. Today I have one finished project, 2 whips to share, and then I believe I have 5 of you guys who've shared projects with me to share here. So let's go ahead and get into it. It might be a little bit longer today, so go grab a cup of tea, grab a cup of coffee or some water, whatever you like, and let's get started. I'll start with the finished project first. I just finished filming a video for this project to show more of the details, but I'm going to show it because it is something I just finished, and this is my Moonflower shawl. This shawl is by Beverly of Boo Knits. I've shown this in my last What Are You Knitting video, and this shawl was on my bucket list to finish. So I finished one off my bucket list for this year. It's kind of big, so it's hard to show the whole thing in the screen. But I do have another video, and once I get that finished, I will link it above if you want to go watch more details about it. But it is a top-down crescent lace shawl patterned by Bev of Boo Knits. And I use the yarn is by Farb Marsh out of Germany. It's a merino silk gradient yarn in the colorway sepia. And it's got beads on there, and the bottom is extremely beaded and laced. And again, my video that talks about it in detail talks about the stitches that were used in the shawl, so you can evaluate if that would be something you would want to make. I like to show you guys the stitches because I think a lot of times you see something like this and you think, I can never make that. But if you just look at the stitches, they're no more complicated than what you do on sweaters or cowls or anything else, and you can do this. I've only been knitting a few years myself, and if I can do it, anybody can do it. So it just takes a lot of patience when you get down to the bottom because it's a lot of yarn overs and it's a lot of beads. So if you just take your time, you can do it. Anyway, thank you for letting me share that. It's good to finish a project, right? All right, the next project I've got to share with you guys, I've been wanting to get going because this is in support of Bev, of a lot of Bevs today. Bev of Ditmer Knittery. She's doing her How I Felt and Make the Bag project. It started at the middle of July, or maybe close to the beginning of July, running through the end of August. And she's got 2 patterns she's doing, a knit and a crochet. There's still plenty of time to join in. Got the whole month of August left to make the bag. Again, a knitted bag and a crochet bag. And if you make the bags that she is giving you the patterns for, then and send pictures in of each step. There's like 5 different steps. You can be entered in for prizes. Now, I'm watching Bev's videos to learn how to felt, and I decided at the last minute to not make the bag that she's making. I might make them someday soon, just not for this project. So I'm not entering to win prizes from her. I'm just learning how to felt, and I wanted to share that with you. The project bag I'm going to be making, I've never made a bag before, so I am excited about this, but I'm making this Kureyon Scraps tote bag, and that's what it looks like. And yes, it has store-bought handles. I have some store-bought handles, and I think that was another reason that kind of pushed me in this direction, because I had the yarn, I had the Kureyon yarn, and I had the straps, and I kind of wanted to make a little bit of a bigger felted bag to use as a project bag. So this is a free pattern. I got this off of Ravelry. It's written by Twisted Knitter, who is Janet Russell, but it's free. Kureyon Scraps Tote Bag. I'll put a link to it in the description box. It is very easy. Very, very easy. I only knitted on this like one night, and this is how much I've gotten done. I did the whole bottom. The bottom is like a garter stitch, and then you use a circular needle and you pick it up. It's all scrunched up because I've got it on 24 inches, but you pick up stitches along. So you've got your square you're knitting, which is the bottom, and then you end up turning it and picking up stitches along the 3 other sides of the rectangle, and then you're making it go circular all the way up. And it's just knit stitches. It's really, really simple. This is what it's looking like. And again, I'm using the Noro Kureyon yarn, a worsted weight wool yarn. And this is the start of my second scheme. And I've got quite a bit ways to go. And then I'll felt this, and then I'll add the straps. But this should be a nice big project bag. And very mindless knitting. It's all knit stitches. So if you're interested in doing that, that'd be good. Again, I'm doing this to support Bev's How I Felt project and to learn how to felt. Alright, the next project I have to share with you guys is anyway, this is what it looks like. I started this last night. This is going very, very quickly. This is Bev of Boo Knits. It's a Bev day. This is her I Love This Shawl. I have made this shawl before, but you guys have never seen me make this shawl. I had made this shawl before I started my YouTube channel, and I do have a video for the shawl I made. However, I'm going to go through the stitches of this at the end of this and show you all the stitches involved. Very, very simple so far. Again, like I said, I started this like maybe 8 o'clock last night. And this is early morning the next day. I worked on it a few hours. And that's what it looks like. And I don't know if you guys can see this yarn. Let me share the yarn. This is the yarn I'm using. And it is from Freya. Let me just show you that name so I won't get it messed up. This is the yarn I'm using. Yarn Bomb. Fingering weight yarn. It's wool. Merino, and the color is pearl. So that's what I'm using, and I'm using these beads with it, so it's just like a light shimmer. These are Dynamites, 6/0 seed beads in pale pink, and let me show you closely what this is looking like, because I believe I added a bead like right at the end so you guys can see how it's just going to give like a little bit of shimmer to the design. Now I know that at the bottom there's a lot of beads and it'll still show up, but it's just more or less like an elegant type of pink, pale pink shawl. And that's what it's looking like. And I hope to finish this one pretty quickly, but we'll see. So, I think that's it for my knitting. All right, now it's to the point where we're going to share what you guys have been working on. What are you guys knitting? And I have 5 people to share today. And speaking of Bev's, of Ditmer Knitteries, How I Felt and Make the Bag Project, I have 2 people who have shared their felted bag projects with me to share here today. The first one is Lisa Mahan of Dragon Bee Crochet. Here she shows us a bag that she is crocheting to felt, and it's so pretty. It's got 3 multicolors, and then she's edging it with a really interesting color, like a color that has all 3 of those colors in it, and then using that also for her straps. And then she's showing a picture here of how it ended up looking when it was felted. It looks amazing. But she's going to be doing those for Christmas projects this year and presents. And I think that's such a great idea, and she's getting it done now. So thank you so much, Lisa, for sharing that. This bag is beautiful. Beautiful. The next person who shared a bag with me is Elise Deschaines Armstrong, and she has a channel here on YouTube. She has been a subscriber, but now she's starting her own channel, so please go check out her channel. It's called Elise the Multicrafter. She is a knitter and a crocheter. I know she's knitted several of the shawls that I've knitted along with me and shared them here. Beautiful, beautiful crafter. So please go check out her channel. But here today, she's sharing with us here 2 of her felted bags. The first bag that Elise is sharing with us is a Patton's Classic Wool and worsted weight yarn, and the colors are in pansy and white, and it's also got a Rama Fenule color number 4126. If I butchered that name, I'm so sorry. And that, my friend, is beautiful. I love how you jazzed it up with the different stripes of colors and everything. It's really beautiful. Stunning. You have a great eye for color. And the next bag is it was made in Patton's Classic Wool in white. In white, I know, it's green, right? But then she hand dyed it using Jacquard acid dyes in Yellow Sun, turquoise, and sapphire blue. And look at this bag. It is so beautiful. And she said this was so much fun to do. So I thought I'd share that with you guys, that, you know, sometimes if you don't have yarn, or if it's white, you know, knit it up and buy some dyes and dye it in the color that you want. Use what you have. This truly inspires me to try that. So it's beautiful, Elise. Thank you for sharing that with us. The next project I want to share is from Monty Boy. Now she has shared the start of, she's got 2 tops to share with us, and she has shared these tops when they were beginning. The first one is a light pink, light purple. It is the pattern is from our lovely Jeannie on the Hook Crochet, her plain Jane top, and this yarn she used is Karen Cotton Angel Cakes, and it looks so good on you. I want to say your name, but she's Monty Boy. Beautiful. These, and the other one looks just as amazing. You did well on your fit. Everything looks great. The next top is a blue top. It's the pattern is from a YouTuber, Hekwana Letja Bluza Wool Story, and it's a crochet lace blouse. She used a sport weight cotton yarn, and it has a pretty pattern using Y stitches, which was new for her. And she says that she loves both of the tops, and I must say I do too. They look great on you, and thank you so much for sharing them with us. You're very talented. I would love to make that blue top because I love the stitching on it. It's really pretty. All right, the next person to share with us is a new person here. This is Trisha Withrow, and she is sharing with us a blanket that she's been making using granny squares. She's a crocheter, and this granny square blanket is for her sister's friend. She's using Premier Nordica yarn that she got on clearance from Hobby Lobby. Good job, girl. And it says there are going to be 42 10-inch squares. So 6 by 7, these squares are 6 by 7 inches, and she's got 26 done. Those are the pictures of the squares, and then she sent me a picture of it all together, starting as she's seaming them together, and it's so beautiful. I love grays, and it's so pretty. And your sister's friend is going to be so excited and pleased with this blanket, and that is so kind of you to do that. So thank you for sharing that with us. I love it, and it's a labor of love. Anytime you make a blanket, that's a lot of work, so that's really kind of you to do that. The last project I have to share with you guys today for inspiration is from Kerry Alfieri. She is doing a pattern off of Etsy. She has a Facebook group called Made For You. She does crochet on commission designs, and this person she's doing these, she's making dragons, and this pattern is called Night Light Dragons, and it's off of Etsy, but I know that she's put a lot of her own flair into this. This project has a lot of things that you have to add to it, like to make some structure for the wings to stand out. Like I know, I can't remember exactly what she told me, but to my mind, I would think maybe some pipe cleaners to put it in some strength to it, and it's just, these are stunning, and that's why I think amigurumi to me is so hard, because there's so much involved in it. You have to piece all of this together, do the eyes, do the face, do the hair. There's a lot to it, and with this there was the wings and the scales and the face, and so it looks beautiful. Kerry, thank you for sharing that with us, and I hope that the person that you're making it for loves it as much as we do. So if you see any of these ladies in the comments below, please make sure to tell them what a wonderful job they all did, and thank you for sharing with all of us. I appreciate you sharing with us. And again, I draw inspiration from every one of the projects I see or even hear. So please don't forget to put what you're working on in the comments below. Let us hear what you're inspired by and what you're working on. And I believe that's all we have today for this. Thank you guys so much for watching this little bit longer version, but we had a lot to get through. So thank you for watching this, and I appreciate you all being here. If you are new, if this is your first video to watch, we'd love to have you join our family. Just hit that subscribe button. And for those of you who are here time and time again, thank you so much. It means the world to me. And I hope that you all have a wonderful day. I'll see you all very, very soon. Take care.